What is up, heathens? How are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good, despite some congestion that I got going on. Today we're going to look at 10 ways you can know that God is blessing you. And I have a friend that's going to be joining me today for this one.
Hey man, thanks for having me. It's a big honor, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into this video.
Thank you so much, Godless Cranium, for filling in today on this little collaboration. All right, let's see, what do we got first?
Well, it's all about you. You're being blessed and God is, what, cursing? Would that be the right word? The approximately 151,600 people who die each day and 6,316 people who die each hour. But I mean, you're blessed, right? So that makes everything okay.
The air you breathe. All right. Actually, that's mostly being about 50% to 85%. Thanks to phytoplankton that resides in the sea. But air-breathing animals couldn't have evolved 400 million years ago if it wasn't thanks to all the oxygen in our atmosphere that allowed the ozone to form. If you didn't know, ozone is that lovely piece of our atmosphere that reflects all that ultraviolet radiation. You know, that shit that'll kill us quick. And wouldn't you know it, that's been primarily controlled by the phytoplankton in the sea since the Precambrian era. And if you ask dumbass questions like, well then who put the phytoplankton in the sea, Godless? You best believe that I'm gonna slap you with the phytoplankton glove. Then I'll tell you how you're begging the question, so shut the fuck up! Also, phytoplankton is God. Hey, all you dead fucks out there, you're not blessed by God. Got a relative that's dead? God's fucking pissed at him. Also, to everybody that's had a heart attack out there, that's just God's way of telling you don't fuck with him. Finally, your heartbeat is controlled by electrical impulses in your body, not by God. Don't even try to throw the intelligent design shit at me. If that were true, then congenital heart defects that happen all the fucking time are just another way that God lets you know not to fuck with him. Or he'll remove that blessing / hex that keeps your ass alive.
The one thing that has always struck me about religion is how self-centered and selfish it is, yet it masquerades itself as humility. I think most of us agree that we should be thankful for the ones we love and are loved by in return, but why would we think for 1 minute that it's because some all-powerful super entity in the sky thinks we're special enough to warrant being blessed, while others suffer, struggle, and die, some never having felt the warmth of a kind touch? What if you have a horrible family, one that mistreats, tortures, and humiliates you every day? I mean, I hate to be a downer, but it really shows the mindset of the people who made this video. It's like they think everyone lives in this perfect little bubble like they probably do.
Okay, well, the whole friends thing kind of flies in the face of what a lot of Christians preach. You don't need friends because you always have Christ. Or, you don't always need to be loved because you are always loved by Christ. But apparently, if you don't have friends, then you're on God's shit list, so fuck you. Go get some friends, loser. To all you lonely Christians out there that don't have friends, that's just God, your only friend in the world, giving you the celestial finger and telling you to get fucked. Now, on the reality side of things, we are social animals. Friends are not a quote-unquote blessing. It's just part of being a social animal. There are plenty solitary animals out there, but apparently only these social animals are blessed by God. So fuck you! Tigers, leopards, jaguars, snow leopards, clouded leopards, cheetahs, pumas, lynx, bobcats, ocelots, bears, giant pandas, red pandas, moose, rhinos, aardvarks, the most alphabetically pleasing of animals, koalas, Tasmanian devils. God doesn't like your asses, so get fucked.
Checkmate, atheist. You have a pet and therefore are blessed by a powerful deity in the sky. Unless you don't have a pet, then you're just scum. Or if you're a cat person. Sorry, you're out of the blessed club. Everyone knows dogs are better.
Oh, fuck! Apparently, you're blessed by God if you have food to eat and you have water to drink. So to all 21,000 of you, mostly children, that will die of starvation today alone, God hates your ass and he's definitely not blessing you. That might be a hard thing to say, I know. But this cutting-edge list of 10 ways that God blesses your ass is telling me that you're on his shit list right now. The amount of time that this video took to tell us that you're blessed if you have food and water killed 3 people. My response killed about 10 more. Meanwhile, some kid in Africa is having to sip shitty contaminated water out of a hole in the ground that probably has a tapeworm ready to nestle inside of him. Instead of telling people how blessed they are for having food and water, maybe you could send some life straws that African kid's way. But I'm sure if they weren't on God's shit list, they would definitely have clean water to drink. Pro tip, don't get on God's shit list, else you'll be sipping contaminated water out of the hole in the ground.
How is a horrific human sacrifice a blessing? If this God were standing in front of me and he offered me this sacrifice, I would decline. I never asked for this blood sacrifice and I don't need it. If I do something wrong, I will own up to it myself and face the person I may have wronged. I know personal responsibility is a foreign concept to some people and apparently even some gods, but I find it far and away a superior method of forgiveness, both for forgiving yourself and allowing others to forgive you if they wish. Besides all that, what sort of a sacrifice was it anyways? I mean, he supposedly knew what was going to happen, accepted it, and knew he would rise again in a few days. It was a long weekend for him, and he was able to buy a lifetime of guilt with which to shame us. Not a bad bargain if it were true, but thankfully the story doesn't make any sense, and there is no real reason to believe such nonsense.
Sweet zombie Jesus.
Anyways, thanks for having me on your channel. I had a great time contributing to this video, and I'm a big fan of your work. I hope some of your subscribers will check out my channel. There should be a link in the description below. I'm out.
Well, I want to give a quick thank you to Godless Cranium for joining me today. If you guys have not already gone and subscribed to his channel, go there, check out his videos, and subscribe. You will not be disappointed. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a like. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later.